Is it true that now anybody can buy a Tesla Supercharger, install it, and start making a profit? The answer is yes. But just like my old boss used to say, you don't know what you don't know. So today we're going to talk about 3 pro tips that you probably don't know about owning a Tesla Supercharger that you definitely should if you plan to get started. All right, point number 1 is Tesla will actually let you put your own logo on them. This is called white labeling, and how it works is it will still look exactly like a Tesla V4 supercharger, but Tesla will remove their logo and you'll be able to brand it as your own. And just before we get to the second point, by the way, my name's Trevor and I was the director of sales for 2 EV charging startups, and now I make videos on how it all works. I've spoken to countless entrepreneurs and investors that are getting started in the space, so I've seen firsthand what works and what doesn't work. So if you're interested in starting your own EV charging business, feel free to book a one-on-one consulting call with me below and we can come up with the best strategy for your business plan. All right, the second point that you should definitely know is peak demand charges are your enemy. So the utility company does not like when a lot of electricity is spontaneously pulled out of the electrical grid all at once. And that's essentially what DC fast chargers are. So what they do to help mitigate this is if there's a sudden spike, then they will hit you with what's called peak demand charges. Now your electricity rate roughly stays the same, but at the bottom of your bill, you'll see a bunch of line items that are the demand charges, and these are not cheap. They add up to a lot. So how we can battle this is something called a battery energy storage system, or a BESS. So basically how this works in really simple terms is the BESS will collect electricity slowly and store it in the battery. And then when someone uses the DC fast charger and pulls a whole bunch of electricity out of the grid, instead of it peaking and reaching up into that demand area, instead the BESS will provide that extra electricity that it was about to use, and it acts as almost a shock absorber. That's really the best way in simple terms to describe a BESS is it's a shock absorber that's protecting you from peaking up into those demand charge rates. Now, they are expensive to install, but long term, if you're looking to protect your profits, it's definitely something you want to look into. All right, the third point is just because you have your eye on a hot location, a really busy site, actually doesn't mean that that's going to be a good profitable site. The biggest thing you want to look out for here is what is the utility available that's already existing on the site? If there's lots of power available, the install for your DC fast chargers is going to cost way less and it's going to be way easier to get these installed. Whereas even if it's a super hot, busy location, but they don't have enough power and you have to pay to add in more power, upgrade the utility, another high voltage transformer, it's going to take forever and the cost of that project is going to go through the roof. Site selection isn't just about high traffic, it's actually more about the bones of the location and what utility setup they have available. If you want to have a call to discuss the best plan for your business, feel free to book that in the link below. I also have a really great course on how to start an EV charging business that are getting people great results. So check that out in the links below as well. If you're wondering why I'm a little burnt and look like I've been sitting in the sun, it's because I have. I'm in Brazil right now. So hello from São Paulo and thanks so much for checking in. I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.